Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. This will be part 2 of just me walking around the truck. Recently I haven't done a whole lot to it other than clean it up a bit. Took all the leaves out of the AC and stuff like that, but I did some investigating. I'll just open this up real quick. So I'll get some light in here, and what I'm looking at is this cylinder right there. That cylinder, I'm wondering if I'd be able to put power to that, because it has these two little metal pieces, and if I put like 12 volts to it, and it'll push out this plunger. Because with the trouble that I've run into is whenever I start this truck, I gotta keep my foot on the pedal for a minute or two just so it warms up to keep it idle, otherwise it'll die. But then another thing what I was looking into is on this side, there's this manual choke that you can twist it either way. See if I can do it here. Right now it doesn't want to do it, but you can twist it depending on whatever you want to set the choke to. Oh, there it goes. Now I don't know which way to twist it, so I just twisted it one way. We'll see how it runs later, but other than that, I haven't ran into too many issues with it. It makes a couple weird sounds on the road. We've been thinking it's the front brakes. The front brakes have the calipers instead of the drum brakes, and I went through the drum brakes about 2 or 3 months ago. But now, this winter, I want to start into getting the cab corners, because the cab corners are pretty much shot, along with, I believe this is the rocker panel right down here. Floor plan, obviously, doesn't even exist. And then, I take it up under here. You guys aren't going to see anything when you go with a flashlight, but there's a cab support that I got to figure out how it works. But if you guys can see right there, that thing doesn't even exist. So I tried looking for the actual bracket, but I haven't even been able to find that part, so I'm thinking I'm just going to have to use that and re-weld some piece of metal. But this piece up here I'm able to find, so pretty much other than that, all this rust that you see, that's the back cab corner, along with the rocker, that's gonna have to go there. But I've been just pricing out different distributors like LMC Truck or Rock Auto or a couple other guys that sell these parts, just to find the best deals and all that. Because this winter, either I find a front Dana 60 axle, that way I can start cleaning that up, which are very rare to find that time period accurate Dana 60. But if I can, for less than $2,000, which they're selling for right now, I want to do that this winter. But if not, then I'm going to start the body work on the cab, because another issue that I run into is this door's alright. If you, and it's not even perfect either. If you lift up on it, that door will close pretty well. Now this is because I haven't pushed it in all the way. Now push it in and it closes as it should. Then if you go on the other side here, this door doesn't close at all unless you really get mad at it. For some reason the cab is twisted in a way, probably because a lot of the sheet metal on the bottom. But in order for this guy to go in, is you got to really lift up on it. And it's kind of a pain in the ass when you're sitting inside. But I gotta figure out how to straighten it before I start welding pieces, and it's still out of whack. And then after welding, I still can't close the doors. But other than that, the sheet metal like in the back, right down the edges, I think I could just buy a sheet and then bend it depending on what I need. Same with the stuff up top here. That, and then that shouldn't be too bad, however that happened. But this isn't going to be a show truck. Like, this gap here, I don't understand this at all. Like, if I show you on the other side here, this gap is pretty darn perfect all the way down, but it's just so out of whack. And I got to figure out if I want to lift the cab up or take it off completely, but that means I gotta do a bunch of wiring that I'm not really interested in. Another thing is those polyurethane or those rubber pieces. I'm looking to replace those. Those cab mounts, whatever you call them, because it's a pretty stiff ride as you drive past here. But other than that, we'll start it up here for you. Just see what we can do. Let's see if I can set you anywhere. Don't fall. As you can see there at the end, I took my foot right off the pedal and it just died. So I'm wondering if that manual electric piston that I showed you guys earlier, if I just put power to that and then maybe I mount like a little switch in the cab, I'd be able to flip it, run it, it'd be on super high idle for the first couple of minutes as I drive it around. And then once it warms up, I should be able to flip that switch off and it'll continue at its low idle, because I have it set pretty low because I want it super high idle, because if it's running at such a high idle, it's super hard to brake, because you get the point, but the brakes don't work as well as they should. But besides that, this winter I want to really look at the cab or the front axle, depending on if I can find that front axle. There's one in Traverse City, Michigan, actually two. They're selling for $2,000. Actually, you might have lowered it down to $1,800, which is out there. Not looking to spend that much money on an axle when I could probably find my own mounts and weld it on there for half or a quarter of the price. But it would be nice just to find an axle, bolt up in there, no problem. But besides that, that's all we've been doing. I've just been driving around to graduation parties and bars and all that, just having some fun with it. But this winter I want to do some sheet metal on it, or depending on what I got, and then I'll show you guys me learning how to do that, 'cause I got no idea. Well, I shouldn't say I have no idea, but I'm going to figure it out on my own. And then another thing I was looking into is doors on the bottom. I think they make a patch panel for that. But, yeah, especially that corner right there. That's pretty bad. But there's also a guy selling doors in really good shape for $700, which is double what you could get them brand new. But if worst case happens. But yeah, besides that, one of these days I'll show you it running on the road. I'll take it for a spin. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.